What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out exploring in the Tacoma. I hope everyone is staying safe during this time that we have going on. So I'm just out here by myself doing some videos on the truck. I've come to this random hill here. It's nothing crazy, just to get in a little bit of hill climb. Put the truck in four-wheel drive just to get everything kind of moving it a little bit. I wanted to update you guys on my 2020 Chevrolet Corvette C8. I've had a lot of comments on that, and when am I getting my car? Unfortunately, production has been delayed again, so hopefully sometime the end of April I will be taking delivery of my car. I am kind of bummed that I'm waiting yet again on another delay, but life happens and that's just how it's going so far. So hopefully soon I will be able to get my car. But right now, Brian and I have been pumping out a ton of videos. We've actually had a good bit of videos on our channel that have been private, so we've been able to kind of get through everything being shut down and things like that. All right, so on our descent back down this hill, Brian and I will be going out on an off-road adventure soon. We're planning to go back to FOURR, hopefully in a couple days. So that video will be coming soon. Actually, I'll be doing that next week. I really can't wait to do that. It's been a while since I've actually gone on some off-road trails. We got some mud flinging off of the truck here. But in today's video, I basically just wanted to go over some updates. I've had a lot of questions about my MPG and my pedal commander, so I figured I could kind of bundle those into one video. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is my 2017 Toyota Tacoma. I currently have about 4 inches of lift in the front and 3.5 in the rear. I'm running a OME lift kit. I did SPC upper control arms as well, and I've had no complaints or no issues with this lift. I went a little bit stiffer in the suspension options, and I've already added my rear bumper. I haven't felt too much of a difference as far as it kind of settling down or being softer, but I think it's a great ride overall. It's much stiffer than stock, but it's something that I wanted. I felt like the stock suspension was too loose. So with the lift, I also got obviously wheels and tires. This is my second set of wheels and tires. My first tire was a 33 by 12.5. I had a 12-ply tire as well. They weighed about 70 pounds a piece. And for MPG, let's see, right now currently I am at 17.1. I also did about a 200-mile trip with my motorcycle and the bed, and averaging 17.1. It's really not all that bad. With my 12-ply tires that weighed a good bit, I was probably around the high 16s, maybe mid 17s. They affected the MPG a little bit. Stock was around 22 on the highway, if I was lucky, 21-ish, and I was going around 19 in the city. So I really haven't lost all that much MPG for lifting a truck, putting 33s on it. The tires that I currently have now are 10-ply. They're around 63, 64 pounds a piece. So I actually did drop about 40 to 50 pounds changing up these tires, and that gave me a little bit better MPG, but it wasn't significant. I just wanted to change it up again, and I kind of regret not going 12.5 wide, so I'm probably going to go back to that tire since I haven't seen a significant change in the MPG. It's really no different to go to these tires than the larger ones that I had. So as far as lifting your truck, putting on larger tires, you're not really going to see a huge difference in your miles per gallon. If you're driving this every single day, you're doing a lot of commuting, a lot of highway driving, you probably want to go with a lighter weight tire just to help with that. So I don't do a crazy amount of driving in this. It is my daily driver. When I get my C8, this is probably going to sit for just a little bit, but I do drive it quite often. I have about, let me see here, just over 27,000 miles on it so far for 2017. So I average like 7,000 to 8,000 a year, which is on the lower side of commuting for a year, or at least mileage wise. So I don't have complaints with that. I'd rather lift it, have tires, make it look cool, and have it the way I'd like than to be stock. Everyone has their own opinion on that. But that kind of transitions me to the pedal commander. I've also had a lot of comments. How have I enjoyed this pedal commander? Does it help with your MPG? What are the benefits, I guess, advantages and disadvantages that I can go over with you? So basically the pedal commander is not going to give you any more horsepower, any more torque. I had a lot of confusion with people commenting how I said that. It's not going to give you more horsepower and torque. It is going to give you a little bit more, or feel like you're getting a little more horsepower torque at lower MPMs. It does allow you to kind of feel that at a lower RPM. So when you're at half throttle with the pedal commander, it's kind of like full throttle without it, and you're just getting that quicker response in your throttle. I think the benefits of using it is for towing and for off-roading. As I mentioned earlier, I had my motorcycle, which is about 430 pounds or so, in the bed of the truck for about 200 miles over the weekend, and with the pedal commander I can adjust it and make the truck not as shift happy, adding that extra weight. If you were to do something like re-gear the truck, which if you have, please comment and let me know on your Tacoma specifically. Maybe if you have some experience on a different vehicle, I'd like to know, because that's something that I think I want to do in the future. But for right now, the pedal commander works fine. I love the adjustments to it. Or even tow. I've had a 6,000 pound boat behind the truck before, and you can just mess with the settings there and you can easily tow, get up to speed, and it just makes it a lot more convenient than not having it. So I think those are the main benefits to it. It's not really going to add any better MPG. I haven't seen any increases at all. So if you're going to buy it for that reason, you're not really going to be impressed, because it's not a significant amount to justify getting it. But if you're doing a lot of towing and you have extra weight like I do, I have my 150 pound rear bumper, 140 pound rock rail, 60 pound front bumper, and I'm sure there's going to be other weight. If you want to include the tire weight as well, that's a lot more than stock. So I've added a good amount of weight to the truck, and so it can help with just getting the truck back to kind of where it was. So I'm going to go ahead and change it up to this camera angle, and I'm going to go over the pedal commander and just some of the different modes. I'm going to go ahead and put it all the way into eco, so just by holding on this button it will get there, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up into +4. This is basically the highest throttle response for eco mode. So there's 8 different settings, and then the 4 different settings that you can change from. This is about half throttle. You can see we're going 20, 25. I'm about 3/4 now, and you can hopefully see that we're dogging it a little bit. It is not very fast. It is significantly slower than the regular mode if I just took the pedal commander out. So eco mode is not really something that, as I go off the road there, eco mode is not really beneficial, I don't think. It doesn't help you with MPG, so you don't get any improvements with that unless you're out on the highway going 60, 70 miles an hour and you're on some flat roads. Eco mode is not really beneficial. I hardly ever use it for this reason alone. The throttle response, like I mentioned, not very good. So if you're trying to get into traffic or even up to the speed limit, it's very, very slow. So let's go ahead and put it all the way into Sport Plus. We are into +4 as well, and you can instantly, hopefully you can hear a difference there. I didn't even touch the throttle there. I did there, but we're already up to the speed limit. It kind of jolts you back in your seat a little bit, even rolling from 40 here. You can feel it lighten up there a little bit. So Sport Plus is definitely way too aggressive. I hardly ever do that except for videos to at least show you what it's like. Let's go ahead and give it full throttle here. So we're up just like that. It is very aggressive. So we're gonna tone it down to sport mode. City and sport are kind of the same. I use them interchangeably. The truck, or the Tacoma in general, doesn't get a great amount of gas mileage. I would say it's good, it's decent. The pedal commander does not help with that. So if you're looking to buy it for that reason, you're not really going to see a difference. It's mainly for your better throttle response in towing situations, or even going up that hill. I didn't even mention that. Going up that hill or even off-roading, it's definitely beneficial. It helps you just kind of get over that next bump or something without having to bog down the engine. So you're not putting your throttle, halfway or 3/4. You can just lightly tap it and kind of move, get up that rock or whatever it may be. So I do see benefits in off-roading and towing. But again, if you're buying a Tacoma, you're buying a truck, you're lifting it, you're putting mods on it, you're not really worried about MPG. I have a 150 pound rear bumper, 140 pound rock rails. My front bumper is about 60 pounds until I decide to upgrade that. So I have a good amount of weight on the truck. And so, like I said, I'm not really concerned about MPG, but it is nice to be able to do mods that help increase it at the same time, or at least get back to kind of stock and where it was originally. So I think that's kind of going to sum it up for today's video. We have a C8 update. Hopefully I get it sometime in April. I was really getting close to my VIN number, my production date, and everything like that. And then we had this whole kind of worldwide shutdown happen. So that was a delay. Truck is doing really well. I just installed the rear high clearance bumper. So we will be going off-road, as I mentioned earlier, to some trails to really test it out and see how it performs. Other than that, I think that's going to sum it up. The truck is doing really great. If you guys have any other questions or concerns on my Tacoma, feel free to leave them down below. If you want to see any other videos or anything that I can do with the truck, definitely comment down below, and I will make sure to do it if it's something that I can. But that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Give it a huge thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.